can feel all the pop bumpers going and everything. And it's very satisfying, you know, in a world that's so digital now, to have something that you can actually physically interact with in your hands, and you know, your actual physical movements directly change the way that the game is played. So this is Flippins Bar Arcade. I'll just give you a quick tour of the space. So obviously when you walk in, you got two classic machines right here in Pac-Man and Mario Brothers. And as you walk in, you'll find the change machine and then the row of pinball machines for the bar. So we have 12 machines on the floor, and they range from as old as 1976 to as new as brand new. So great selection of games to come play. Of course, an absolute favorite of people's, skee ball. Had to have one of those. And if we come back over here, this is where you'll find the majority of the arcade games for the bar. So obviously we have some classics: Centipede, Defender, a modern classic, and Big Buck Hunter. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can be found over here in the corners. When I was younger, my dad, he was a journalist, and he used to have a movie pass. So we'd go see movies for free all the time on weekends when he would come down. And when I was younger, we'd go to the arcade after and get $5 worth of tokens, and I'd really love playing the games, specifically Fishtail. A lot of games vanished through the mid-2000s. The arcade industry kind of crashed out completely. Pinball was kind of put on the back burner all across the world. So myself, like many others, kind of forgot about it. And then one day in 2016, I walked into Kingswood. They had a Rocky and Bullwinkle pinball machine there. And I decided to give it a try. I was like, oh man, I haven't seen one of these since I was younger. And I was instantly hooked again. I owned my first machine probably 4 months later. And that was 8 years ago, and I've owned probably almost 40 pinball machines since then. This game hurts my soul. I've been hosting a pinball league in my basement for the last 4 years. It's just exploded in popularity, especially in the past year. I kind of knew it was time to move it out of the basement into a public space. I mean, with the amount of growth that we're seeing and how much love there is for it, I really want to keep sharing it with everybody else. I mean, there's so many people that don't know they love it yet, you know what I mean, that will come in here and get hooked. And yeah, there's going to be all kinds of great community events going on. And that's one thing I really want to drive home with this place is, like, it is a bar, but ultimately it's a community space for events to be hosted. People can come in here and it'll be a safe space for them to come in and enjoy themselves and participate in something that you just don't see everywhere every day anymore. And I think it's a real shame. So it's going to be awesome to have a space for people to come in and really get to partake in this activity that's kind of feels like a lost art.